Hello, folks, and welcome inside the Q-Plex as we get set here for some U18 Maritime female hockey action between the Northern Subway Selects and the Fundy Kraken as we get set here for puck drop. Local time 12:04 as we're underway as the Selects will take it into their neutral zone as headman pass goes off a skate and back into the neutral zone. It is over on the far side, trying to chip it up and into the zone are the Kraken. Trying to chip it in there is Dickey over on the far side. That'll get down in deep. The Selects will go pick that up in behind her net. Nice job on the forecheck. Here's a chance shot. That goes off the chest protector. Rebound and chance. That goes shoveled through the front of the crease. Is a good chance there. Nice. Getting it on the forecheck there was Haley LeBlanc. As that puck gets shot there, that'll be picked up. Worked up the wall. Lexi McIntyre will cut back once again in behind her own net. She loses an edge and turns it over now. Here's a chance. Shot there. Good stick lift, though, as McIntyre had to recover as she lost the puck. Good job there as she clears it into the neutral zone and out. Down, dumped in. She'll head off for a change. As that puck got chipped in there. On the forecheck now. Going to pressure that in behind as Francis McDonald. So that'll be worked over. Drop pass there on the far side. Pinching down the wall. Dorian shot. That's wide. Back to the point now. Walking cross, going to dump that back down the wall. That'll be picked off. Working it back into the neutral zone now. Selects, they'll go D to D. Dorian over on the far side, chipping it up ahead. Can't get it in, though, as Dorian gets it back. She'll dump it. As the Selects, going to look to get on the forecheck. Coming out to stop that, and behind her net was Mara Gillespie, as we'll get a whistle here. It's the 6 men on the ice for the Kraken, and a power play here coming for the Selects, so too many men on the ice for the Kraken here as the Selects will go on the power play for the first time. Looking like it'll be Summer Gillen. So Gillen will sit for 2 minutes or less as we get our first power play of the game here with 18:25 remaining in the first period. Face off to the blocker hand side. As that goes past the defenseman there at the point. Trying to hold it in was Ainsley Conley as that goes back. She'll pick that up now, looking for an option. She'll cut back through the middle. Nice move there. All lost it, but it'll be collected by her teammate Richards. Here she is on the backhand, trying to pass it out front as she was in tight. She ran out of room as Richards now back to the point. Here's Conley to Richards on the side, half wall. She'll work it back to the point. Burris on her backhand. She'll look over some options as she looks over. Burris drops it there. There's a shot there. That goes off the short side. As shot there came from Regan Vint. Vint with a goal and an assist in last night's game. That's dropped down. Here's Burris. Burris down the wall on her backhand. She'll go in behind the net now, looking over some options. Nice job to work it back. Here's Conley for Burris. Burris down low, looking over an option. Will be dropped off and collected there. There's a shot there from the stick of Richards as she walked into the slot. She'll head off for a change now. Working it off the wall. That's poked off of her stick, though. Good job as Anna MacArthur tried to make a move, but it'll be poked off and sent down the length. Coming out to stop that, Amy Field. Is Field getting the start here for the Subways in this one, as we saw Lydia Mason last night. As that's a shot and a score. They go end to end. There's a great job there. Making no mistake with that one and ripping that home to get up the first power play goal of the game as the Selects take a 1-0 lead here off of the goal from Ashton McHattie as McHattie goes end to end and rips one over the glove hand side of goaltender Mara Gillespie. So McHattie will open the scoring on the power play here. The Select's going to look to get right back in on the forecheck as that's dumped in. Good job there by the Selects to get right back on the forecheck as the Kraken look to break it out now as the Kraken work it up through the neutral zone. McIntyre works it D to D. So an unassisted goal there from McHattie. Like I said, going all the way. As good job there to make sure didn't jump on that there was Kate Moreau. Morrow now trying to get that puck in deep. Good job there by Boyle to dump it around. As the McIntyre there, she'll step up, try to hold the line, and she does. That's only momentarily, though, as that'll be picked up and worked into the neutral zone by Cosman. Cosman working it through the neutral zone on her backhand now, trying to funnel it towards the net. She'll peel back, get back in a good defensive position as a cross-ice pass goes off the skates. Nice pickup there by McIntyre. She kicked it skate to stick. Loses it though as she's pinched off on the half wall just inside the blue line. Puck back in the neutral zone. Subways will regroup. Far side pass as McIntyre and Boyle head off for a change. It's down low now, trying to work it off on her backhand in between to the slot. Drops that there for Tanner. Tanner will cycle it down low, trying to connect once again with McLeod as McLeod will help out there as a battle in the corner now. Good job by Cosman. They try to clear it out. Held at the point. Dorian, cross ice shot there. Burris, that's blocked. Trying to clear it out. Dumped in once again though. Dorian holding the line. Going back for that puck. Going to get it there, Legier. She'll put it up the wall. Looking for an option, trying to center. Good try there by Garnett. And she'll get it into the neutral zone. No icing on the play there as that goes right by the defenseman. Burris will pick it up. Headman pass there. They'll go nice move through the middle there. Couple nice moves to her backhand. That's Hallie Rose McLean. It's a good job there as they try to get it on the forecheck here. Once again, McLean now picks that up. Backhand pass. Good job to knock that away as the defenseman playing up tight there. Bella Marshall doing a good job as the battle in front of the net. Shot there. That's sent just wide of the glove. As that puck chipped up to the point and now just squeaking out there as that'll be collected. McIntyre up the wall. Into the feet, though, as that's pushed back. They'll go D to D. Conley to McIntyre. McIntyre, touch pass as that's sent down. And that'll go the full length for icing. So we'll get an offensive zone face-off here for the Kraken here. 4:19 remaining in the first period. 1-0 to score for the Subways on a power play goal early. As a face-off coming to the blocker hand side of goaltender Amy Field. As it looks like it'll be McLean getting tossed. So it looks like stepping in for the draw will be Allie Chisholm. So Chisholm will get the nod as Gillen trying to win that back. Puck ball off the draw, now working it into the neutral zone. Good job there to get speed as McLean now. Nice move trying to cut through the feet there, but good defensive play by Boutlier. Little now into the neutral zone. That's as far as she'll get as that puck worked back here by the Subways. Across the line. McIntyre will regroup by herself. She works to Conley. Conley works it back to McIntyre. McIntyre just out of her reach. Gets that puck chipped away from her. Conley will have to go retrieve that. Good job by Field coming out, setting it up for Conley. As Conley works it up. Good job there to find the winger. Working down the wall, trying to split through all defensemen. There was Rogan Vent, and she could not do so. It was a good job there by the Kraken defenseman. Heads up, that was a body contact. And that'll be a penalty here, so we'll get a power play for the Kraken as a body contact call. Coming is stepping in off the point there was Carly Boyle, and she'll get a roughing call. So body contact not being the call, so a roughing call. 2 for roughing, so the Kraken looking to tie this one up as they get their first power play opportunity of the game. Here is the face-off going to come to the glove hand side, close side here of goaltender Amy Field as she gets the nod. As that puck battled for in the corner. Worked out front, poked off the stick over on the far side. That'll be picked up. MacArthur, she'll clear down the full length of the ice. Good job there by MacArthur. Trying to kill off as much time as she can. That'll be picked up, Legier. Far side, into some skates though, as I think that went off the skate of Cosman into the neutral zone. Burris, she'll go D to D, and that'll be cleared down the full length by Dorian. Heads up, getting to that puck first. Good forecheck there. Had to turn the burners on. Sean Richards getting on the forecheck as she gets some help now from MacArthur. As she picks that puck off. MacArthur against her counter numerical partner. Duguay is helping out there. Richards in the high slot, protecting the puck. She'll work it down to the half wall once again into the corner now. Little bump there as Some bumping and physicality starting to pick up here. Maybe some frustration for the Kraken as that's worked up. Nice move there around one shot there. Rebound, and that'll wind its way back in. I think Richards might have tapped it home on the doorstep as that puck was loose for a second. So a shorthanded goal now with 12:19 remaining. I believe Richards will bang that one home as the rebound came there from a shot from distance. So the shorthanded goal there will give them a 2-0 lead here as we look for the assist. I believe it'll be potentially Burris on the assist there. Must have been the first goal for her this year. As Sean Richards, is a little bit of physicality starting to pick up here on the face-off. It's a little bit of a battle now as that puck's worked back into the neutral zone. Trying to chip it up. McIntyre. That'll be worked over to the far side. So Burris with the assist on it. The first goal, or the second goal, the first shorthanded goal of the game. Both two special team goals here coming for the Subways, a power play goal and a shorthanded goal in the first period. So they've come out to play here. Their special teams working so far so good as they'll pin that in the corner, trying to kill off as much time as they can. 15 seconds remaining on the power play for the Kraken as they look to get going north up ice. As they cross the red line and work it into the blue line. One-on-one. Dickey to her backhand. She'll try to force it towards the net as McIntyre knocks it off of her stick. McIntyre out the far side. She'll come out with speed. McIntyre down the wall. She'll go right down to the far side corner. She goes end to end. Poking that puck. McIntyre. Slot pass there. Shot couldn't get it away. As a good defensive positioning there was Isabella Wilcox as that's puck worked into the offensive zone for the Kraken as they'll try to get on the forecheck. Trying to get that puck up and out there. Good attempt. Is that could have been dangerous there. That was number 5. No name on the roster there for the Subways. She works in and over the line. Nice job to cut back there. She drops it back down low, looking for a play out of the corner. Shot there in front. That'll be held on to. Good job to freeze play there. For a whistle was Mara Gillespie. That's a great job. So once again, goal coming from number 9, Sean Richards. Short-handed goal by Richards, assisted by number 15, Burris. Lila Burris getting the assist there. As that puck will be worked back into the neutral zone once again. Chipping it back down into the offensive zone, icing the call there as that'll be touched up in behind the line by Carly Boyle. So another offensive zone draw here for the Subways here with 10:29 remaining in the first period as the Subways off to a 2-0 lead here, digging in. So that'll be worked over on the far side, trying to get it back in deep as they do. So that'll be picked up. Gonna wheel that as LeBlanc. LeBlanc chipping it up the wall for Ricketson. Touch pass through the middle. That'll be turned back though. It's the Subways looking to get right back on the attack. Centering pass. Nice job there. Trying to touch pass through that for support with speed. There's Ricketson. She'll battle there. Somerville. Centering pass. That goes through the feet. So there'll be a battle on the far side corner now. 3-on-2. Trying to help out. Down there is Bex. There's a lot of battling going on here. So that's turned over. Chance in the high slot. That'll be poked off the stick. Now back the other way. Working that puck into the neutral zone. Good job there to collect his Duguay. She'll work it across. Is that puck now. Battled on the far side. So number 5 for the Subways is Brooke McDonald. So that'll be worked up, chipped into the zone. Collected, chipped back into the neutral zone now. It's going back, Burris. She's got an assist in this game already as Burris goes, finds Conley. Back to Burris, nice move there. She almost lost in her feet, she kicked it up. Drop pass there, trying to touch it around a couple people. She'll end up working it back. Burris shot. That goes off the paddle and in behind the net now. Trying to center that puck back out front was Francis McDonald, but couldn't do so. His heads up. Little will take a ride there as Little will battle with McDonald. Fife Francis McDonald will battle there with Burris, helping her out. Fend on that pass was Conley across ice. This Fife Francis McDonald works that back, working it back up into the neutral zone and on the attack here once again. It'll be turned back over into the offensive zone for the Kraken, but turned right back. McIntyre showing her skill, trying to split the D. That'll go off of her stick, but she'll continue on to the forecheck. That's rimmed around to the far side. Picked up there, trying to work it back as it's a battle on the far side wall. Now worked into the neutral zone over in front of the benches, and Subways collect it once again. McIntyre working that pass. Nice touch. Too far out of the reach, though, as Subways really trying to hit that low support with speed and work it into the zone. McIntyre will dump it in. Going back for that, that's Bootlier. She'll battle over on the far side with Summer Gillen. Now back to the point. Shot there, blocked. Good job to sacrifice the body there. Blocking that puck at the point was Dickey. She'll get back into a good solid defensive position now as playing high center is Dickey. McIntyre, spin move at the point. Going to try to split down through Broadway. Can't do so. It's a good job by the Kraken. Suffocating her as now there's a chance. McIntyre shot. That goes off a stick, up and out of play as McIntyre hungry for another goal here in this one. McCaddy with one goal in this one. She'll take the draw. Battled for it there. McCaddy trying to get a shot away. Can't do so. So it's back to the point now. Dorian, nice move there as she faked to go to the middle. She'll work it down the wall. Shot there. That gets sailed up and over. So that hit the glove, I believe, as pinching down the wall. Conley can't keep it in, though, as it's back into the neutral zone. McCaddy drops it off. Dorian splits their two wingers there, and it works back. Kraken will pick it up. It'll be dumped in by Richard. Rimmed back on a reverse there. Good job picking that puck up with some speed. That's McLean. Now she'll chip it, and she'll peel off for a change. Good job by Martin there. Curled back. Stopping up, looking over some options. Look at D-to-D. Nice move around one, trying to chip it up. Lost it in the feet there. Good opportunity going back the other way was Mail Somerville, but couldn't collect now. That'll be worked across. Here's McLeod. Drop pass. McIntyre. Shot. Can't get it all the way as she was bumped. Battle in front. Rebound. Still loose in front. And try to knock it into the corner there. Here's an opportunity from a short shot. That's right into the chest. Good job taking away as much of the net as she could there. Was Mara. Gillespie is a chance right in front there for Evelyn McLeod to bury one home, but couldn't get it elevated up enough as she buried it right into the chest there. It's a great job, though, so far, as Gillespie really trying to keep her team in this one. A lot of pressure here once again from the Subways. As they'll work it D-to-D. McIntyre, she'll cut back to the point. Now McIntyre works it over top. She'll split through. McIntyre loses it. Now here's a chance for the Kraken. They'll stumble and all. They had a 2-on-1 opportunity going back the other way, but they both tripped up at the blue line there. Now working it back. Here's Burris. Shot there. Glove save. Held on to. No rebound there. Good job there by Mara Gillespie to hold on to that puck as she's faced 6 shots in this one so far. Probably a few more, actually. There's been a peppering of shots here as the Subways just persistent on the forecheck and not giving the Kraken too much time to breathe and think and go over their exit strategy. As that puck now to the point. They'll go D-to-D once again to her backhand. Almost losing it there, but good job to stick with that. That's Carly Boyle. Once again, shot. That's sent wide over to the far side. Picked up into the neutral zone now. Nice step up there by Dorian once again. Dorian with a great active stick. Here's Dorian. Pass, shot, glove, save. Good job pushing side to side there and making the save as was a 2-on-1 opportunity there. He's trying to get the goalie moving side to side as Gillespie shutting the door to keep it a 2-goal game. So I just learned Gillespie, starting goaltender for the Kraken, as get to see Matthew Dudelay there walk in front of the camera, making sure I'm getting the grammar all right here, and well, not so much the grammar, but more so the saying and pronunciation of the name. So Gillespie, my apologies, Mara Gillespie, as she makes another glove save and hold on to that puck for another stoppage of play here with 4:32 remaining on the clock. So that face-off back to the point now. Dorian, she'll get a shot away, looking for a stick in front, trying to tip that puck through. Couldn't get a full stick on that, though. Parked alone in front was Allie Chisholm. As that puck battled once again in behind the net as it'll be worked up into the neutral zone, chipping that puck out, going back. Dorian almost set up a goal here earlier in this shift as she made a nice play around. So that'll be chipped up. Here's a foot race for it now. Good job getting back there was Ella Boutlier. Boutlier gets it knocked off of her stick as there's a chance down low, trying to get it out front. McLean can't do so. Chipping it up the wall. Duguay now. Get that. Little gets that chipped around her. Conley at the point. That goes off. Chipping it back out. Now here's Conley with it. On her forehand. She'll try to center. Goes off a skate though as Conley goes back for it once again on her backhand. Switches over to her forehand. Head pass there. A connection. So that's worked in. Oh, not worked in. Is going to go over some blue line as that puck worked and teetered around the offensive zone blue line for the Subways for a couple seconds there. Trying to get a clean entry out of the Subways. That goes off a skate. Worked out though. Worked in over the line. Picked up there. Centering pass. Shot. Can't get all of it. So there's a nice play there. Trying to get a shot away with Sean Richards. She got a goal in this one as well. There's a nice feed there. Came off the stick of Rogan Vent. Vent had herself a game last night. 2 goals and an assist. So that's an offside at the line. As well as Hallie Rose McLean had 2 goals last night and 4 assists. As that puck worked in behind the net. Nice job there. Faking to go up the wall. She'll work it to McIntyre. McIntyre up the wall. Chipping that past the defenseman into the neutral zone. Bex will go back for that one. She'll nice backhand pass there. Nice job by the Kraken here trying to avoid the Subways. Is trying to keep on the forecheck now as that's turned over. Working it across. Vent. Shot can't get it away. Now here's a chance back for the Kraken that goes through the skates. Dorian. D-to-D. Burris for Dorian. Dorian now crosses center. She'll work it in to the middle. Collecting it. Sticks with it. Backhand shot. That's sent wide. Bex will pick it up in the corner now. Looking over some options. Bex. She'll elect to skate it now as Bex goes up the far side wall. She'll chip it off the glove and up into the bench of the Subways for a stoppage of play. Here, 2:04 remaining in the first period. 2-0 lead here for the Subways. Goals coming from number 14, Ashton McHattie, unassisted at the time. And Richards adding on a tally, assisted by Burris. So a shorthanded goal there by Richards and a power play end-to-end goal for Richards as that puck chipped up just outside, and that's offside. Is trying to hold up at the line there, but couldn't do so. Was Bella Marshall. She just got too excited over stepping over the line. Oh, my apologies. That was Haley LeBlanc. Face off right in front of us here. That's worked up, trying to get control. That's McHattie. She's got one in this one, like I said. Unassisted power play goal by McHattie in the first period as that's dumped back down and behind. Getting in on the forecheck there. Good job by Isabel Wilcox. Pinching Burris off in the corner. As that'll be turned over. Back the other way. Nice move there Here's McHattie looking for another one as she picks it up end to end. McHattie's shot. That goes wide of the net. That's just off the marker. Is not being able to get a clean shot away was McHattie as she'll peel off her change. Shot from the point. That'll be a glove save and held on there for a whistle. Just over a minute now remaining here in the opening period of this one as the Kraken looking to get their first goal, trailing by 2 as the Subway's special teams have been pretty dialed in here in the early going with a shorthanded goal and a power play goal. As that's a shot from Dorian, blocked on the way to the net. Good job to get in front of that one was Dickey. Shot there from an angle. Dickey will help out defensively. She tries to chip it out. Shot there, that goes off as we're under a minute now to play here in the period. Richards will step up, chipping it into the neutral zone. Pressuring, that's Dickey over to the far side. Trying to chip it back into play. It's a battle on the far side wall. Tanner, she'll battle. Shot into the middle there is good job defensively as that's knocked off the stick. Back into the neutral zone. Off the stick of Burris, centering pass, trying to connect there. Good job pushing it in over across the line, trying to pick up the loose change there and drive it to the net. Was Chisholm. Is that puck down low? Nice job there to stop up, go over some options. She'll carry that puck out. She'll get a shot away. That'll be right on net. So with 5 seconds here remaining, they'll go back, collect up that puck. That's Boyle. She'll work into the neutral zone, and that'll do it here for the first period of play. So after one period of play, the Subways lead the Kraken by a score of 2-0. Goals coming off the stick of McHattie and Richards. We'll be back for second period of action after this short intermission on High Button Sports. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here for second period of action between the Kraken and the Subway Selects. We're underway here at the Q-Plex. Offside, says the official. Almost 1 o'clock here, quarter two, as that's worked in. The Kraken will get a shot away. Try to shove it in the short side corner there. Was number 16. That'll be Sarah Duguay. Is that puck just over the line as it's back into the neutral zone now. As that puck worked up across the line by the Subways. Good stick there by Duguay to poke that away. Centering pass. That's connected 1-on-2 here now. Across the blue line. Heads up. That'll be a penalty now. So we'll get a first power play here in the second period. Looks like it'll be a tripping call coming as Boyle will head to the box here for 2 minutes or less. So a power play here for the Kraken to start as they look to get their first goal of the game, as surrendering a shorthanded goal here in the first period were the Kraken, as they look to capitalize here as that gets sent down the full length of the ice by Dorian. Good job there by Dorian to clear it down the full length. So that'll be back into the neutral zone. Here's Burris. Burris will kill as much time as she can, but that goes off a body. Now is it turnover in the high slot shot there. Trying to get that away was Mail Somerville, but couldn't get it all the way as Burris. Good job taking her opponent out there as it's rimmed to the far side. Keeping it in. Good forecheck there as the Kraken trying to get set up. They'll peel off for a change. Field goes out, misses that, loses a net guard or something in behind the net as that's cleared down the full length. Burris will dump it down. Good job by Burris, killing off as much time as she could there. Just cutting back in the corner a couple times was Boutlier, Ella Boutlier, trying to get it out of her zone setup. That's a collision there, and two teammates, so they collide as Levy dropped off. Conley over to the far side. Picked up MacArthur. McIntyre now. Smart play to just keep it down low. Didn't have an option really, so she'll keep it going for Richards down below. That'll be a penalty there for slashing, it looks like. Stick got knocked out of the hands there, so it looks like gonna sit for 2 or less. Is gonna be Heidi Becks as she'll go to the sin bin. So it'll be a 4-on-4 here for 35 seconds. And then the Subways will get onto the power play. Digging in there for the Kraken's Dickey. So that goes back to the point though. McIntyre. Conley. Misses that pass there as it was intended. Got under the stick there though, Event. That's worked back here by the Kraken. 2-on-3. Rickerton trying to get it through, can't do so. It's turned back. Picked up, worked back. Here's McLean. Now McLean's going to split through. McLean, forehand, shot off the crossbars. That was an opportunity. McLean with a good opportunity there. She split right through now. Here's McIntyre. In her feet, she'll collect. McIntyre, cross-ice pass. Shot, glove save, and that's held on to for a whistle. It's a great pass there by McIntyre. Trying to sneak in back door was Rogan Vint. Looking for another goal there as Vint is, she had a couple there last night as Morgan Vint coming out of last night with 2 goals, 1 assist. Looking for another one here in this one on the power play. As a power play starts here, minute 25 remaining on the power play for the Selects. As the Subway Selects looking to extend their lead. Back to the point, Burris. She'll look over some options, slow it down, work it all on the wall. Looking over an option, that'll be worked over top. Nice job there. That'll be dropped off. MacArthur. She'll find Dorian for Burris. Burris will walk in, shot blocked there. Good job stepping up, getting in the lane. Making sure that puck didn't get all the way through was Lauren Little, as that'll be cleared down. Good job by Little to help out her team defensively there, blocking a shot. And then they cleared it down the full length field, come out and stop that puck. Dorian up the half wall. Move there by McLean to cut back, or MacArthur, sorry. And that'll be sent down. Oh, nice try there as almost coming out of the bench there was heads up as Dickey So that was an awkward, a little bit of a fall, but she's okay. She hops right back up and gets back on the back check now. That's worked up into the neutral zone. That's offside, though, is making one too many moves. The line getting some pressure there. Is trying to step up at the line was Cosman, and it'll force the cause offside. It's a good job there by Cosman stepping up. Down to 25 seconds now here remaining in the power play for the Subways. So they go D to D. Far side, they'll work it in. Crossed into the slot. Dorian gets it poked off of her stick. Oh, my bad. That was Boyle. Now here's a 2-on-1. Good job on the back check, though. Catching up. Good job there to work back and catch up to the back check. There was Kate Morrow, as now that'll be worked up by the Subways. Here's Boyle. That'll do it for the power play. McCaddy's shot there. Fanned on that as that goes off the pad. McCaddy centering pass in front. Boyle shot into the chest protector and held on for a whistle there. It's a good job standing tall. Was Merrick Gillespie. It's a good job there by Gillespie. So with 15:40 now remaining, the shot's 13-5 here in favor of the Subways. They've doing a good job pressuring so far. So once again here in the second period, as if he rimmed or wheeled around the far side. My apologies. That's trying to chip it out. That's Gabrielle Legier. She'll take a little bit of a bump there. Working it back in over on the far side. Once again, McIntyre. McIntyre being a presence here so far in this one. That's sent down the full length. That'll go down all the way for icing here. So whistle once again. And the face-off will go back to the glove hand side, it looks like, of Gillespie. Battle for it, back to the point now. They'll work it across. Boyle down to the wall, shot there. Comes off a weird angle though as Tanner try to get away. Now Tanner down low, centering pass, good stick there to keep it in behind the net. Was Gillespie. Battling it for it. Now here's a chance. Back to the point. Good stick there. Now that's poked up head. Now here's a chance to work it back. Here's Mills. Mills, as Boyle will try to catch her. Mills trying to center that puck through the middle of the ice. Kicked away, though. It's a good job by McIntyre. She'll stick with it. McIntyre making a nice move there. Lexi McIntyre trying to toe drag on her own blue line. That almost got turned over there. Good job. As that'll be worked back and across the line. Good job there by Brooke McDonald. She gets in on the forecheck now. McDonald. She'll battle for it along the wall in the corner. Going to get in there to help out. Good job by Allie Chisholm to help out. This battle in front continues. Good battle out in front there. Tanner battling with Cosman. Burris at the point now with it. Burris will cycle it down low and behind the net. Dugay trying to get it off the stick there. Gonna control it over top of this half wall and over the circles. That's poked off the stick, because that's a great opportunity there from McLean. McLean, high slot shot there. That's locked off just wide, as McLean showing her skill set here in this one. As Mills picks that up into her feet, though. Can't control it, and she'll peel off for a change. And they'll get in on the forecheck now. A puck chipped up into the neutral zone, working it across the line. McDonald, Francis McDonald gets a shot away. Back to the point. Burris shot into the chest protector, held on for a whistle here once again. Good job there by goaltender Gillespie to hold on to that one. So the Subways picking up once again where they left off now. Their shot tallies up to 3 times that of the Kraken as they hit the 15 shot mark now. As the Kraken still trying to get over that hump of 5 shots. Is that puck now? Good tying up there, but it'll be picked up off the draw. Shot there, glove save. That'll be held on to. A little bit of an awkward one as it kind of handcuffed her on her way to the net, but she'll hold on. No worse for wear as trying to battle here, is digging in for the draw as Mael Somerville. Tying up, kicking it back. Good job there by Richards. Richards try to work it back. Dorian now trying to cycle it down low as she does. Chipping that up ahead. Good job to help out and support there on the far side. Getting down low was Peyton Garnett. Rimming it around the wall, trying to get it out. Good job, Dorian, holding the line. Here's a chance off the half wall shot. That goes off the backside of Richards. She's trying to stuff it in the short side, and that'll be held on to once again by Merritt Gillespie. Good job by Gillespie. She's been tested quite a bit here in this one so far. Just battle on the face-off dot for it. 3-on-2, trying to battle it out there. Can't do so. McCaddy works to the point. Dorian now. D-to-D, one-timer attempt. Rebound. Shot. Still loose. Cleared away. Good job to get back and help out defensively there was Dickey. Job by Catherine Dickey. She'll work it up the wall now, trying to chip it in. Can't do so. McCaddy will pick it up. McCaddy looking over some options. Nice move there as McCaddy will work it in on her backhand. McCaddy leaves it down low. Shot there from a sharp angle, trying to sneak it short side. Standing tall and holding her post there was Gillespie, is trying to sneak that puck past her. Was the rushing Kayla Burris, as Kayla Burris jumped up in the play and became almost a honorary forward for the time being. Somerville once again digging in on the draw. Battled for it on the end wall. That'll be rimmed around. Trying to get the stick. Now here's a centering pass. Good stick there from Gillespie. Making sure the puck couldn't get out clean as McIntyre stepped up. That'll be dumped in by Conley. Somerville battling down there on the end wall. She'll get some help. Good job to help out there was Marshall, as McCaddy will battle for it. McCaddy now with it, cycling it down low. Centering pass, can't connect there. Trying to funnel that out front was Kate Morrow. Morrow will head off, as well as McCaddy as a play out of the corner. Conley trying to keep going out of the corner, can't do so. Stepping right off the bench. Brooke McDonald getting right back into the action. McDonald shot there, trying to sneak it short side, can't do so. Good pad save there by Gillespie. Chipping that puck back to the point, holding the line. Good job there by Conley once again. Shot there, rebound loose, cleared away into the high slot now. Somerville back into the neutral zone. Good job by Somerville here as she gets it out. She gets knocked off that puck. Nice move there by McIntyre. She pokes that puck ahead. Once again, that's offside at the line. McDonald, smart play not to touch that puck, as that puck didn't make it too far and then working it right back in. Good job there by Evelyn McLeod as she's on the forecheck. Now Tanner shot. That goes off of the stick as she couldn't control that. Is that puck now? Back to the point. Trying to get it down. Dorian. Back Tanner. Lets one go. Rebound loose. And that'll be held on to. Good job finding that puck was Mara Gillespie, as it was loose for a second. She jumped all over that puck once she saw it there sitting next to her. So Gillespie keeping her squad in it as they get up to 22 shots against now. So Gillespie doing a great job here in this one, as a face-off will be dug into there by McLean. Trying to snap it back, though, was Mills. Couldn't do so. So that's work D-to-D now. Sorry, Bex was in there on the draw. Dickey couldn't get the puck out. Good job there, stepping up. Was Bex as Dickey will get it. Dorian pokes off of her stick right at the red line, though. That'll be picked up. Controlled, work back. McLean gathering some speed. Good job by Dickey to force her into an area and pinch her off into the corner. Tripping call here coming now, it looks like. So with 10 minutes remaining, we'll get a power play here for the Kraken, as it looks like they'll go on the power play for tripping. As it's going to be 2 for tripping, as heading to the box for 2 minutes or less is Allie Chisholm. So Chisholm in the box for 2 minutes or less. Is that puck cleared to the point? Good job holding the line there. Was Cosman using her body. As here's an opportunity as they look to set up a power play. The Kraken trying to set something up now. Back to the point. Here's a shot from distance. Blocked in front by Burris. Rebound. Burris will control it up. And she'll skate it up into the neutral zone. Cross center. Dump it in. Down in behind the net. Gillespie will play that, but ends up playing it to her. That'll go through some skates right through the slot. Picked up back the other way. Here come the Kraken, working it across the red line. Nice move there around one, is stepping up. That was a shot there. Good job there by Peyton Garnett. She made a nice move at the blue line and almost got an opportunity as that'll be worked back. That'll be a tripping call, no, as that'll be stepped on. I think she stepped on the stick on a crossover there. Picked up at the line, worked in. Boyle. Centering pass, doesn't connect, and that'll be touched up on the far side. And it looks like it'll be another 4-on-4. Some more 4-on-4 hockey here. So with 58 seconds remaining on the power play, we're going to see some 4-on-4 hockey for about a minute or so. So tripping will be the call. Duguay, she'll sit for a minute and a half or less. Sorry, 2 minutes or less. Is that puck one? Kraken collecting behind their net. They'll try to set up a breakout. As here's an opportunity as they send someone flying out of the zone. That gives them time in behind. So they'll skate it out, cutting back down there. That's Boutlier. Boutlier looking over some options. Smooth skating Boutlier. Works it to Bex. Bex will work it in. Down the wall, Beck's cut back, going to look over some options. She'll work it to Boutlier. Boutlier is going to step in, work it down low. Smart play there. So that's left for LeBlanc. Now LeBlanc trying to spin out of the corner there. She's pressured by two Subway defenders. It's this work now. Richards into the neutral zone. Richards, chip and chase. Can't get it around Boutlier. Boutlier goes down. No call on the play there. It's okay. So that puck now rimmed around to the far side. Now rimmed back, trying to get to that is LeBlanc, but stepping in from the point was Boyle. Boyle collects in the corner. She's pressured. She'll leave it for Richards. Richards centering pass back door, and that'll be no mistake there, burying that one home. On the back door was Rogan Vent. Rogan Vent with her first of the game, but not of the weekend. That's her third goal in 2 games, folks. She tallies on another one. So Rogan Vent now with 3 goals on the year. 2 coming yesterday, 1 coming today as a face-off back here at center ice. So she'll make it 3-0 now here with just under 8 minutes remaining. So the power play had just started for them, as that'll be it for the power play. So that's an opportunity, and what a goal there. So Richards will get the assist on that goal, and burying that one home. As we were listening for the announcement of the assist was McLean. So McLean with a nice dandy goal there. So McLean gonna make it now 4-0. So 2 goals in a very short span of time to extend their lead to 4. Face off once again. So Richards will get the assist on the 3rd goal. It's gonna. So Rogan Vint gets the assist, so she's got another point. So she's got 2 points in this game. Richards 2 points as well. So good job there. But Halle Rose McLean doing a great job there to capitalize on that opportunity. So she'll make it 4-0. Good assist there coming from Vent. So Vent with a 2-point shift there as a goal and an assist for her. So that's shoveled down in behind the net. Picked up there, McLean. Centering pass, that goes through 2 of her teammates to the point. Now Conley. Dorian. Dumping at that puck down in deep. She'll peel off her change was MacArthur. Pressuring that puck down low. Martin, good job on the forecheck there by Martin. She turns over, sharp angle shot. Can't get away. Moreau. Trying to get it to Moreau. Can't do so. Is that puck now to the point? Dorian's going to step down the line. Carrie Dorian once again holding the blue line. As Moreau going to battle. McCaddy steps in. Burris as well. All 5 of them pressuring the puck here. Is that puck chipped now? Here's a chance. 2-on-1 if they can get going. Centering pass, that's just out of the reach, though. Trying to get to that puck there was Mael Somerville. As that puck, though, couldn't connect there. It's a nice move around a couple. McIntyre chips it to herself. Here's a 3-on-2. McIntyre, headman to McCaddy across the line. Uses her back to defend the puck a little bit there as that's worked down the low. Far side, Kate Moreau will help out McCaddy. Coming off the bench, trying to give her assistance there. I believe is Richards. Richards trying to work it to the net. Can't do so. She's got two points in this goal and an assist. That might be McLeod. Yes, it is. So McLeod's going to help out on the forecheck. It'll be worked out. Rickardson into the neutral zone, trying to work it through, trying to split the D, but all 5 Subways going to be back there. Stop that and turn it back. Though here's a shot from distance. That goes off the pad. Good job there to get that out of harm's way and into the corner now. Spinning, trying to get it through the middle. Can't do so. Great job defensively there to poke that away. Was the Kraken forward. I believe that's number 15, Peyton Garnett. So Garnett having herself a pretty solid game here so far. Shot there. Rebound. Trickles in behind. There's a shot there. Came off the stick of Carly Boyle as she gets to the point now. Shot. Rebound. Can't capitalize as Brooke McDonald was on the doorstep waiting for that one. Rickardson. Wall. Centers. As once again, Boyle will step down. Here's Conley across the blue line now. Conley in on her backhand. Conley trying to get it to someone in front. Can't do so. She loses it, but it'll be picked up. McDonald trying to split through a couple here. Off the stick now. Back to the point. Tanner. Shots. That'll be gloved and held on to there. Good job to hold on to that puck and freeze it was Gillespie. And an even better job here by the Selects. Just staying solid. Everything keeping in front of them. No one sneaking in behind them. And when the Kraken get an opportunity back the other way, they have 5 people back pretty much seems like at all times. So great job defensively and offensively here coming for the Subways as Richards will dig in. Back to the point. Dorian down the wall. Richards trying to spin off of Bex, but she'll work it down low. Good job there. Fife, Francis McDonald cycling it down low. That almost went onto the net. That'll be picked up in behind the net now. Looking over in options. Poked off of her stick as Richards trying to come over top of the circles. Couldn't do so. And a good stick there by Duguay. And they'll be into the Subway zone. Good support there by Richards. She gets it now. Works it back through the neutral zone. And across the line. Nice move through her legs there. Richards centering pass on her backhand. Can't connect though as she had a couple players going to the net. McIntyre feeds it towards the net. Duguay will collect and chip it into the neutral zone. Going back for that puck. And it'll be collected. Allie Chisholm finds Francis McDonald as she works it across. Fife, Francis McDonald trying to center. Good stick there though. Not going to let that puck get all the way through. It's a great stick there by Haley LeBlanc. Or my mistake, that's Bella Marshall. Once again, here's an opportunity, 3-on-1. The Kraken back the other way across. Here's Bex. Bex trying to get it towards the net. She had someone driving towards the net. Bex gets it knocked off of her stick into the corner. They'll battle for it. Good help out there by Somerville. As well as Little will help out as well. Little and Somerville going to battle for it. Chip that around there though. Here's an opportunity back to the way. Hallie Rose McLean going to turn the Jets on. Drop the shoulder one-handed. She'll draw a penalty. And that'll be touched up for a whistle. So a power play here. Looks like it'll be for hooking. It's going to go will be Legier. So Gabrielle Legier is going to give the Subways another power play here as they look to extend their lead to 5. 30 shots already here for the Selects in this one. Busy night down there for Mara Gillespie. As McLean will dig in. Good job there to win that. It's Dickey. Rickardson up the wall. Dickey. They'll run into each other though as that puck can't get cleared out of the zone. Down low. Looking over her options. MacArthur. Down low. Centering. MacArthur's shot. Can't get through. So it'll be picked up over on the far side. Controlled. Back to the point now. Here's MacArthur off the half wall. Here's a shot blocked there. Good job sacrificing the body. She'll feel that one, I'm sure, in the morning. It looked like it went off the back of her leg. Here's a shot Pass now down the wall. Gonna try to cut down the middle. Nice give and go pass there. Blocked again by Duguay. Great job there. It's a big collision on the far side with Burris and Dickey. That'll be cleared in the neutral zone. Dickey will peel off for a change. So that'll be pressured. Good pressure there by Gillen. She'll peel off now. That'll be worked in. Centering pass, trying to get a one-timer away as it was on her backhand side. Was Boyle. Boyle cycling it down low. McCaddy. Centering pass, two alone in front. She didn't go through the legs there. That was an opportunity in front. Centering. Can't get it to where the intended target was. MacArthur, that goes under her stick or skate and into the neutral zone. She'll head off for a change now. MacArthur having a good shift. Here's McCaddy now with it. She'll work it in. McCaddy across the blue line. Drop pass there. Here's a close shot. Rebound loose, and that'll be held on to. Good job there to hold on to that puck. Just a minute and 4 seconds now remaining in the period. 25 still remaining on the power play here for the Subway Selects as they are looking to extend their lead here once again. They have a power play goal already in this game. Short-handed one as well as that puck now to the point. Shot there, goes D to D. I think they have maybe 2 power play goals actually and 1 short-handed goal. Is McIntyre now. Inside a minute now remaining, trying to feed that through the skates there of Rickardson, couldn't do so. Over the far side. Now back here on the far point. That'll be worked to McIntyre. McIntyre and Rickardson are gonna battle. That'll do it for the power play though, is backdoor pass, shot, big glove save. Another one, as that was an opportunity. Is good job there. Legier getting out of the box is back to 5-on-5 hockey, as that was a big save here within the last 30 seconds there by Gillespie as a battle on 1-on-2, trying to kick it out to herself as McCaddy's good pressure there from Garnett. As Garnett and McCaddy are tied up. Good job, they'll pinch her off. Now here's a chance, short side. Trying to center it, rebound loose in front, cleared away and behind the net. 5 seconds now remaining in the period. Centering to the point, McIntyre has time for one shot. That's blocked. Good job there. So the Kraken trying to keep everything to the outside, and good job there by them to get out of this period, as there are some serious pressure there coming from the Selects now in the last couple seconds. So after 2 periods of play, the Northern Subway Selects lead the Fundy Kraken by a score of 4-0. Goals in that period coming from number 18, Rogan Vent, as well as number 13, Hallie Rose McLean, as Vent assisted that one as well. Richards adds her second point, first assist of the name as well in that period. So I'm Logan Coz of High Button Sports. We'll be back for 3rd period of action on this Sunday afternoon matchup. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back, folks, for some third period of action between the Subways and the Kraken as that puck funneled in on net, and that'll be our first stoppage of play here in the third period as Subways 4-0 lead here to start the third. The Subways looking to continue what they've started this weekend with the immense amount of pressure. Once again, ice a little sticky there, is blocked. Good job there. Defensively, the Kraken have been pretty solid, clogging up the middle of the ice, making sure they can't really get any opportunities to the middle. Good job there by McIntyre. Nice move there. McIntyre, smooth skating defenseman. Carries the puck very well for her team as that puck now worked on the backhand and behind the net. McIntyre cutting back. She'll poke that away from her defender as that'll be clicked to McLean. Helping out there. Going to jump down and give her a hand was MacArthur. Back to Boyle at the point for McIntyre. Over across. Here's a chance from a sharp angle shot. That's blocked. Good job there. Sacrificing the body was Ella Cosman. That puck through the middle of the ice. That'll be sent down. A full line change here for the Subways. That'll be picked up and collected into the neutral zone. Good job to skate it out, but turned over. It'll go D to D. Far side centering pass off a skate. Back the other way. Trying to collect it. Can't do so. Now it'll be picked up here. Trying to make a move there was Little. That'll be picked up. Work back the other way. Inside, outside move. Shot there. Dorian goes off of a stick and back in behind. It's a battle now in behind the net for it. Up the far side wall. Trying to work it into the middle of the ice. That'll be turned over, though. McHattie works it down to Fife. Francis McDonald. It'll be turned over, though. And it'll be picked up on the far side. Centering pass. Got to be careful there as Little will collect it, though. Worked out as 4 back there. You see that for the Subways. Just nothing going here. Is doing a great job clogging up the blue line are the Subways as Burris gets pummeled there, and that'll be a penalty. That's touched up and a call coming here, so it looks like it'll be a cross-checking call. So it looks like it'll be Duguay, I believe, will sit. My apologies, that's Gabrielle Legier. So Legier's going to sit for cross-checking, and the Subways are going to head to another power play here, up 4-0 in the third period. Burris gets it back to the point. Burris now looking over an option. Shot there. That's blocked in front. That'll be cleared up the wall. Burris, good job knocking it down to keep it in now. Burris for Dorian. Dorian trying to funnel it towards the net. Poked into the corner. Trying to get it out. Good job there by Tanner to help out. Tanner will work it back. Dorian walks the line. Dorian shot there. Rebound loose in front. Picked up, cleared the full length. Good job there to come back and help out. Defensively there was Heidi Becks. She'll get right in on the forecheck. Burris will play it up the wall for Dorian. That's too far for her, but McDonald will pick it up. Brooke McDonald did not play in the game last night as she made a play there. She tried to cut through. Could have been maybe too many men. Nope, not too many men as that'll continue on. Can't get it in there was Conley. It'll be picked up. Worked it back to the D. Good job there by McLeod. McIntyre to McLeod. Nice move there by McLeod to the middle. She gets hooked up. Definitely could have been a call there. They'll let her play it on, though. 5-on-4 here continues. They'll go D to D. Tanner, miscommunication there with McIntyre. That puck just stayed in on the line. Teetered across it. Did not come out, though. Is that puck? McHattie. Back to the point. Sorry, that's Richards for McIntyre. So that goes through the skates there. Richards, she was almost a high defenseman there, playing the QB spot on the umbrella type power play there is be worked. Here's Conley now. Ainsley Conley funneling it through the middle. Can't connect. That'll be dumped down. Good job by Duguay to kill off. 10 seconds now remaining in the power play. McIntyre will go back for it. McIntyre to Conley on the half wall. Centering through the middle. That'll be connected here. Here's Tanner with some speed. She'll chip it up ahead. She'll go in on the forecheck. Tanner now down low in the corner. Good battle there as Ella Bootlier pressured her. That'll be picked up, controlled by Vint. Vint having herself a pretty solid game here. Now is centering pass, and that'll be capitalized off. Oven scored there. Good job to center that pass and bury it home, though, was McLean. So McLean adds a total there as Vint adds another point to her total. So McLean going to bury that one home alone in front. As Vint, I believe, will get the assist there. So similar to their fourth goal to make it 5-0, the same, or sorry, to make it 4-0, to make it 5-0, the same two combination there. The 1-2 punch from McLean and Vint. So Vint getting an apple as well. So that's Vint's third point. She's got a goal and 2 assists in the game, and that's McLean's second goal. Back-to-back goals here for her to make it 5-0. This battle down low will continue. Most recent goal scorer, that's Hallie Rose McLean to the point. Now here's a shot. Boyle, rebound into the feet. McLean will get to it first over on the far side. Now McLean loses it, though. Good battle, trying to chip it out. Now here's a chance for the Kraken, just trying to get around the defenseman there. Good job there by Dorian. She'll work it D-to-D and dump it down there as Boyle. She'll peel off for a change as Frances McDonald gets on the forecheck. She works it to Burris. Burris back to McDonald. To Conley. Conley's shot rebounded into the corner. Good job there by her as Gillespie getting tested a little bit more here, almost towards 40 shots now for the Subways. As Gillespie battling for her team as that puck rimmed around the far side. Burris gonna rim it down and behind. Burris now gonna look for it back at the point. She whacks it out of the air, keeps it in. Burris can't get away there. As now here's a chance back the other way. The Kraken are gonna work it through the middle of the ice. Here's Richard. Richard will go 1-on-4, 1-on-3 as that puck now right in front of us. Conley now with it. She'll work it D-to-D to Burris. Burris to McCaddy. To Conley. Conley will take her time and weave through the middle of the ice. Conley dishes it out wide. Shot there from distance. That's wide of the net, though. Frances McDonald will get to that puck on the half wall and work it back to Conley's shot there. That goes backdoor, looking to bury home the change there, but couldn't collect there was Kate Monroe. So Kate Morrow trying to bury one home. Can't do so as that's on net. As Amy Field only receiving 5 shots thus far in the game. So that'll be picked up. Brooke McDonald now. She's going to try to get some speed going. Here's McDonald now. McDonald working it up into the neutral zone. Kicks it up. Nice play there, but it'll be lost. Let's try to kick it to herself. Good job to tap that puck up ahead. And back they come. As that play behind the net. They'll look for an option. Can't do so as it's worked back now. Here come the Kraken. She'll take a bump there. That's Duguay. Just sneaks out under the stick there and back into the neutral zone. Bootlier, centering pass. Pressured there, though, as they'll be sent back into the zone. LeBlanc's going to pick it up. Haley LeBlanc, pressured there. Can't get it up and out. So that's puck now to the point, sent back in deep. Good job there to cycle it down and behind, and she'll peel off for a change. That was Allie Chisholm. Centering pass, and that'll be shoveled up top there. Nice play there to work it out front. Eyes in the back of her head there from the looks of things as that puck got centered, I believe, from number 2. That'll be Bria Tanner. Making no mistake with that and burying it up top was number 8. Evelyn McLeod. We'll get a full correction here in a sec, but we'll know for sure here shortly. So McLeod with a goal and Tanner on the assist. So now They lead by a score of 6-0 here. Rebound loose in front. That'll be held on to. Good job to battle it in front there. Nothing extracurricular, though, going on. 11:30 now remaining. So, like I was saying, that was McLeod from Tanner. Bria Tanner coming up with the assist on that one as that puck now to the point. Boyle over some options. Down the wall, backhanded spinning pass. Doesn't connect with anyone, though, as that's worked off the wall. That'll be worked in. Trying to go through the D. Can't get a full, clean attempt there, but that was a good opportunity back the other way for Isabel Wilcox. There's Rickardson and Wilcox out there. Nice step up there by Duguay as she's trying to get something going here. Duguay trying to center. Trying to stick with it. That'll be picked up. Sean Richards. Richard across the line. Rickardson now will pick it up on the turnover. Back the other way she comes. Centering pass. Good job there to feed it through the neutral zone. That'll be worked in. Garnett turns it over, though, and back the other way. Here come the Subways. Picking that puck up. She'll wheel it around, take it and gather some speed. Liz McLean. Rickardson. She'll go back to the D. McLean will pick it off, though. McLean trying to work it through. She'll drop that puck off. Now here's a chance. High slot. Good stick there. So that'll be worked back. Burris. Burris going to work it. Protect the puck. Shot there. Burris rebound. Loose in the feet. Still loose. Burris will pick it up. Gillespie battling for it. Battling for the rebound. Shot there. Gillespie can't control that one, and that'll go off the blocker helmet of her. It looked like it might have hit the helmet and slid by. Is going to bury that one home. I think it was number 16. Anna MacArthur. So MacArthur going to capitalize here to make it 7-0. I'll get a confirmation for sure, but I believe MacArthur going to get the goal on that one. So 7-0 here. 43 shots for the Subways. So the Subways, that'll do it for Gillespie. Coach Andy Bezo having a chat with her over on the bench. Probably telling her to just shake it off, get ready for the next one, because they will be more. Still early in the season. A little bit of rough stuff there going on as driving the net there. Trying to get an opportunity once again to extend the lead a little more was MacArthur. So the goal coming from her stick as MacArthur gonna get on the score sheet here. So MacArthur gets the goal. The assist coming off the stick of Burris as well. Coming off the stick there of forward McLean. So MacArthur and McLean teaming up, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. So another shot there. So field being tested for the first time in a little bit. Face off to her glove hand side. One back. McIntyre. She'll rim it around the far side. And nice play there. Set breakout play on the rim there. As that puck funneled through. McCaddy to the point. McIntyre stepping in. Losing it in her feet, though. Can't get it going back the other way. That was Peyton Garnett. That could have been an opportunity back there for the Kraken. That'll be a penalty down there in the corner. So a body contact call. Looks like McCaddy will go and sit for 2 minutes or less as power play here inside the 10-minute mark. 8:56 now remaining. As McCaddy is going to sit for 2 minutes or less. See her in the box there as a Kraken look to set up a power play. Is there one man short? Late change there for the, as Rickardson hops on late. Conley's going to get it now. Rickardson trying to set it up. Rickardson gets pressured there by Conley. Puck to the point. Working it back down low. Go over some options. It'll be chipped around. Trying to clear it. Dorian. She'll be pressured though there by Dickey. As well with Bex. Bex and Dickey in there. Good job there by Bex to help out. She'll work it back to the point. Boutlier works at DD. That goes off the skate. Down to the neutral zone. LeBlanc will get it. Oh, heads up. That could have been a little bit of a dangerous one as they went into the boards awkwardly there. Backhand. Good job driving it down low, keeping the feet going there for the, was Martin. Mila Martin having herself a good penalty killing shift there as that's dumped in. Bex will pressure that. She'll battle with Richard. It's a puck here right in front of us. They'll be cleared down by Conley, the full 200. It's Conley now. Richards down. Gonna forecheck that. Good job there by Richards. Sean Richards now gonna try to pin it. She'll leave it there for Tanner. It's Chisholm now with it. Chisholm to Burris. Heads up. Burris will work it down for Sean. Richards. Richards loses it in her feet though. She'll just keep protecting the puck down on the full 200 feet from her goaltenders. Can't score from all the way down there, and they'll just pin it down. Killing off time here, down to 15 seconds now remaining. There's not shorthanded opportunity. Richards shot, rebound, loose, kicked around, still there. That'll be cleared up and in to the neutral zone. Here come the Kraken. As the Kraken will work it across. Legier, nice spin move there. She works it down low. Heads up, that could have been bad, and that'll be a call from the back official there. Looks like maybe a boarding call, so another power play here for the Kraken, a body contact call. As McIntyre, who has been pretty solid here in this weekend series, gonna sit for 2 minutes or less as McIntyre will go to the box for body contact here. 6:51 remaining as the Kraken still looking to get on the score sheet here. Is Rickardson gonna battle? Works it up the wall. McLean feeds to the middle. Nice move to the outside. That'll be poked off McLeod's stick though, and back here come the Kraken. Job defensively there. Burris will try to stop that rush. Cleared right up the middle. That'll go down the full length. That'll be right on net of Chasson. Chasson clears it. Nice pass there by Chasson as Duguay trying to get it in. Picked up. Rimmed around. Off the glass. Good job there. Make no mistake about that one. That's Carrie Dorion. Chasson works it to Duguay. Duguay up the wall. Nice headman pass. Here's Dickey now. Dickey across the line. Dickey's going to make a move. Gets it knocked off of her stick. Dickey and Burris are going to battle for it. And Burris will clear. Good job there by her as Burris will head off for a change now. Tanner's going to pressure that. She'll hold up right outside the hash marks. Here's Bex now on the short side. Bex, nice pass there on the far wall. Picking up now with speed across the line. That's Garnett. She'll work it in on her backhand. Garnett looking to stop up. Nice play there. Shot there. That goes sent just wide of the net. Back to the point. Nice move around one. Can't get it around though. It's a good try there by Boutlier, and they'll be into the neutral zone here once again. Chipped up ahead. So that puck now worked over on the far side. That'll be sent down. No icing. 25 seconds remaining on the power play here for the Kraken. Still looking to get on the scoreboard here as that puck cut up through the middle. Got to be careful on the hash marks now as she's pressured. Good job there by McCaddy. She turns it over. Great job by Ashton McCaddy on this weekend series here. A little bit of a buzzsaw energy. Seems like maybe for McCadden, his heads up. A little bit of a cross check there. No call on the play as she went in the boards, and that'll do it for the power play here. Back to 5-on-5 action here. Working that puck across the neutral zone and dumping it in. Let it go down as Tanner takes out Boutlier and goes off a skate. Nice move around there. Nice move around another one. Dorian trying to work it out. Nice move as she just making sure no one can really get a stick on it to keep it in now as that puck turned over right at the center dot. Turn back the other way, working it off. There's an opportunity, nice move, but nice stick there by Boutlier as MacArthur tried to make one too many moves, and she got it knocked off of her stick. Puck here just inside the line. That might have squeaked out. Onside, says the official, though, as that puck worked in by the Kraken. Here's a chance, trying to get it towards the net. Good stick lifts there as she was pressured and hounded by Carrie Dorian. Is that now back into the neutral zone once again with some speed. She'll take it to the net, forehand, backhand, trying to get it away, can't do so. Good defensive stick there by Cosman, knocking that off of the stick. Showing her skill of speed there, making a break for it. Down the close side wall was McLean. As here she gets it again, McLean shot, and she doesn't miss that one. She buries that one upstairs over the glove and rips that one home from the high slot. Great job there by Hallie Rose McLean, and that'll be a hat trick for Hallie Rose McLean, folks. She's got another 4-point night here in this one. 3 goals, 1 assist, as last night she had 4 assists and 2 goals, so a big weekend here for Hallie Rose McLean. And she'll extend the lead to 8 now, so McLean having herself a day with the hat trick there. And McIntyre on the assist, so McIntyre going to get her first point of the game. Very surprising as McIntyre was all over the score sheet there last night, but McIntyre, once again, getting an assist there as McIntyre will be the sole assist on the most recent and the hat trick goal. The most recent and the hat trick goal of McLean. So under 3 minutes now here remaining. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Face off here just in front of us. Good battle here for it. Puck still loose. Someone trying to collect it. That'll be dumped in all around to the behind the net. Good job there by Chasson, stopping it, leaving it for a defenseman, and bringing it up the wall was LeBlanc. For Little. Little into the neutral zone now. Over the far side. Dorian too far ahead of the stick there. That'll be dumped in. 2 of the forwards changed there, as it looks like it'll be peeling off was Morrow and McCaddy. McCaddy, a buzzsaw energy type player for the Subway Selects, as Dorian's going to dump it in, and she's going to get on the forecheck. Chasson's going to leave it there for Cosman. Cosman, nice backhand pass. Picked up, collected there. Going to skate it, get some speed going. Peyton Garnett trying to chip it off the wall. It's now going to be chipped in once again. Neutral zone. Good job there by Haley LeBlanc. As Little will battle for it now. She gets knocked off the puck. That'll go down the full length. Not enough for icing, though. Back there is Boutlier. Boutlier. Pass into the feet, though, of Bex. Bex trying to chip it up ahead. Offside at the line, says the official, and we'll get a stoppage of play here. Just under the 2-minute mark. 1:47 remaining. 8-0 the lead here. On 3 goals coming off the stick of forward Hallie Rose McLean, as she adds to her total, so now 6 goals on the year for her. As well as adding another assist, so she's got 6 goals, 5 assists in the early going. Only 3 games. This is the 3rd game in, so having herself a great campaign to start off the start of this 2025-2026 season. Couple others as well. Lexi McIntyre having a good start to her year. And Evelyn McLeod as well, having a good start. And that puck gets buried home there. And that'll make it 9-0. As burying that one home there, it looks like it was number 3 to bury that one home and fill the back of the net. That was Allie Chisholm. So Chisholm, she's going to get her first point of the year. Looks like it'll come off a goal here late in the period here with just 1:07 left in the period. So I believe it was Chisholm. So my apologies there. Richards with the goal. I'm going to get the assist is Tanner. So Tanner adding her second assist of the game. Starting to wind down here. We're inside a minute now remaining, inside half a minute now almost remaining in the period and in the game as that puck battle on the far side. Tanner adding a second assist to her night as she picks up the puck on the far side. She'll let one go from distance. That'll be down. Should go the full length for icing and all the stoppage of play here. 21 seconds now remaining in the period. So the most recent goal scorer, Sean Richards. She's going to net her second of the game. Getting the second assist there in the assist category will be number 2, Bria Tanner. So Tanner having a couple points here. Been a few players with a few points as the puck goes D to D and behind now. Here's Tanner. She'll drop down from her winger position. Good job by Tanner now. She'll pin it against the wall. Rickardson will get in there to help. Be picked up now. Going to drop the shoulder here with 3 seconds left. Going to try for one more opportunity, and that'll be knocked away from her. So with one more last rush there was Evelyn McLeod, but that'll do it for us here on High Button Sports. I'm Logan Carruthers. Thank you for tuning in to this U18 female major action this weekend. Like I said yesterday, folks, if you're in the area or you know of anyone in the area looking for a potential job opportunity, please visit our team or join us. Send your emails to jeffhighbutton@gmail.com. Send in your resumes, folks. We'd love to join any age, no necessary experience required. But that's all for me, folks. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in with High Button Sports. I'm Logan Carruthers. Have a great day. See you later.